guys. My name is Miss Gracie and I work with Recovery Resource Council. I hope that you guys are having a good day. Thank you for joining me today. Today's lesson is about advertisements, so I hope you guys enjoy. So, what is an advertisement? When a company is trying to persuade the consumer to buy their product. So, persuade means to convince, and the consumer would be you, that is the person that's buying the product. So, what is the whole purpose of an advertisement? And the whole purpose of an advertisement is just so you can spend your money and give them your money. So when you see advertisement, you don't just see them in one spot. You see them in a lot of places. For example, the picture on your left in McDonald's, that is a billboard. The one below it is at a gas station. If you've ever driven by or been at a gas station, you probably have noticed some of these. And then the very bottom one is YouTube. A lot of us watch YouTube and we might get really annoyed by the pop ups that might happen or the commercials that pop up. Other places are like your phone games, a newspaper, social media, TV commercials, radio, magazines, stores like grocery stores, malls, Walmarts, Targets, and there's so many more. So going forward from the previous slide, you might ask, well, why is there so many places that we see advertisements? Why isn't there just one spot? You also have to think about the different people and the different age groups. And not a lot of people have phones, like smartphones. Not a lot of people watch TV. And so there's different ways that they have to reach people. And not every product is meant for everyone. So think about like when Christmas comes along and there is commercials about toys. Do you really think that is meant for someone your age? A lot of the times it isn't, right? Sometimes it even says for ages 7 and under, or it might say for ages 4 and under. So that's what we would consider a target audience. So it's when the company tries to target a specific age group or a specific group of people. So when companies try to target a specific audience, they use different types of techniques. So the first technique is celebrity endorsements, and that's usually when they use someone famous or someone well known. Why do you think they would use someone that is famous or that is some type of celebrity or influencer? The reason for that is if because they have fans, and normally when they have fans, their fans want to follow what they do, and so they use famous people to try and convince their people, their following, to go buy these products. Now we see the top picture, and that's Billie Eilish, and she's actually advertising Beats headphones. The bottom picture is LeBron James, and he is actually advertising Sprite. So the next technique is demonstration, and that's usually when they show you how the product works. So if we see this picture, it is OxyClean. So if any of you guys ever seen an OxyClean commercial or an OxyClean ad, a lot of the times they show you how dirty the shirt is, and then they'll show the OxyClean guy throwing it in the washer just like he's doing it in the picture, and then he'll throw the OxyClean product and then the shirt will wash, and then he'll take it out and it's spiffy clean and it's super white, right? And so that is them demonstrating how the product works. Bandwagon appeal creates the impression that everybody is using a product and you should too. So what does that look like? So let's look on the left hand side, and we see a picture of a mascara. So we see it and it's an ordinary mascara, right? Well, check out all the words that are around it. So in big letters, we see American's favorite mascara. Now, if you go down in pink letters, it says, no wonder one is sold every 1.7 seconds. So it's kind of giving you an idea of Well, because it's everyone's favorite mascara, we're selling one almost every 2 seconds. So that's usually the wording that they'll use. Now, if we look on the right hand side, we have a picture of the iPhone 5. The words on the advertisement says, "Loving it's easy. That is why so many people do." So think about it that way. They're trying to convince you that because everyone is using it, that you should use it too. So the comparison technique. When companies compare two different companies in order to make their product more appealing. So if we look at the left, we have a Bounty advertisement, and they're comparing paper towels. So the picture on the bottom left is comparing two paper towels versus one paper towel. So all it's showing is that it took two paper towels of just a regular brand to clean the mess, whereas it took Bounty one paper towel. If you see the words on the very top, it's in big white letters. It says 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less. And all of this advertisement is saying is you will use less paper towels if you go with Bounty than buying any other brand, and it will save you money. Now, is that true? So the maturity and sophisticated appeal. If you buy a certain product, you will be more grown up, sophisticated, and fashionable. So in the first picture, we see a male. He's wearing a suit. When we think of someone wearing a suit, we think of someone that has money or that has some type of class. Um, and not only is he wearing a suit, but he's actually pouring a liquid. And what that liquid is actually vodka, is alcohol. And so what this picture is trying to say is 3 olives will make you look more sophisticated. It will make you look more fancy. And not just that, he's actually in London, so the background is actually London. The picture next to it is actually a male and a female, and they're both wearing black clothes. And when we think of black clothing, we think about more of a fancier look. The male is also wearing a suit, and the woman's actually wearing like a fancy outfit. But this one doesn't have any words. So what are they advertising? So actually what they're advertising is actually the car behind them. And that is a Rolls Royce Phantom. And if you know anything about this type of car, you know that it's usually a very expensive car. So what this advertisement is saying is, if you buy this car, you will look fancy. You will look sophisticated. You will look like you have a lot of money. And so that's what this particular appeal does, is to try and convince people and think that if they use this product or if they buy this product, they would look more grown up. So the popularity appeal. And this is buying and using a certain product will make you more popular. So if we look at the pictures on the right, we see that they are both nicotine products. So the very top one is actually a group of friends lighting up cigarettes. And they're all smiling and having fun. And very similar to the bottom one was is Juul, and they're all vaping and they're all smiling and having fun. And so what this advertisements are saying is, in order to have fun and to have a bunch of friends, you have to be able to do these things. If you want to have fun, you should Juul. If you want to, have friends, you should smoke. But is that really true? Of course not. These things aren't going to make or bring you friends, right? And so this is what advertisers do. They try to convince people or try to persuade people to do these choices. So, voice of authority is usually uses experts like doctors or scientists to try and sell their product. So, if we look at the right, we have Colgate, and it says number one brand recommended by dentists. And when we think about doctors or scientists, we think about them knowing all the facts. And usually we listen to what our doctors say, right? But a lot of the times when we think about these advertisements, not a lot of these people are actual real dentists or real scientists. Sometimes they are paid actors. So we're going to play a quick game of Name That Slogan. And what a slogan is usually a phrase that companies come up with so you can remember their brand or their company. So there's quite a few here. They're pretty easy. I'm just going to read them down the list, and then the answers will pop up and just to see if you got them right. So just do it. Eat more chicken. The snack that smiles back. Like a good neighbor. The quicker picker upper. And the last one, I'm loving it. Well, guys, I leave you guys with two questions, and that is, what is the purpose of an advertisement? So, the purpose of an advertisement is usually to get you to buy the product, to convince you to buy the product. Because if they convince you to buy the product, then that means that they get your money. And the next question is, are all advertisements truthful? And the answer to that is no, not all advertisements are truthful because the whole point of an advertisement is to try and convince you to buy the product. And if that means that they have to lie to you, they will because all they want is your money. And that's really what it all comes down to is you giving them your money. Well, guys, that is all I have for you today. I hope you guys um, enjoyed this lesson and you might learn something new. So, today, if you are watching TV or you see an advertisement, try to figure out what is it that they're trying to sell me? What technique are they using?